Will, what an emotional game. It felt like we had a little bit of everything tonight. What was it like to play in another wild Dodgers-Padres win?
Yeah, that was a fun one. A little back and forth early and all that. Bullpen did a great job today. Bullpen game. Pajes hitting the ball really well, so it was a really fun one.
What was it like to cross home plate after your 12-pitch home run and Freddie Freeman to tell you what a great at-bat?
Yeah, that was a fun one. He was executing some fastballs up, just missing them, and then he missed over the heart of the plate, was able to drive it.
8 foul balls in that 12-pitch at-bat, Will. Are you expecting him to throw you that many fastballs with such a great split-fingered fastball that he can throw at you?
Who knows? I don't know. But that's what he did, and I was able to move one forward and get it out.
All right, Will, before I let you go, we can't ignore Andy Pajes tonight. 4 hits, 2 home runs. How special of a season are we witnessing from him?
Yeah, he's been great all year. He's been driving the ball, taking good ABs, driving guys in. He's been, a key part right in the middle of our lineup the whole year. So great by him. We're lucky to have him. He's been doing awesome, and hopefully he can keep it going.
Thanks a lot for stopping, Will. I appreciate it.
Got it.
There he goes, Dodger catcher Will Smith, who was a big part of tonight's win for the Dodgers.
And he certainly was. Last night it was a 5-run 4th inning. Tonight a 5-run 6th inning. It was Freddie Freeman in that 6th inning. Nomar got it started with a base hit against Jeremiah Estrada right before Will Smith's home run. The Dodgers didn't stop there that inning.
No, that's what's really impressive. Oftentimes what you'll see from an offense, you got Will Smith who had an unbelievable at-bat. We're talking about the 12-pitch at-bat and then finally knocking the ball out of the ballpark and hitting a home run. And sometimes, we always joke, home runs sometimes kind of kill the rally, but it did not. Right after that, it was the next guy up getting a single with Teoscar Hernandez, and you got Max Muncy, and then Andy Pajes having another great at-bat. So it was good at-bat after good at-bat after good at-bat, and it just kept rolling. And this is exactly what they needed. We wanted to see it up and down the lineup, getting the job done. They had the long ball, but they were also having just quality at-bats.
Yes, they were having quality at-bats. It really started with Freddie Freeman going the other way. We know he doesn't have his ace swing right now, but he's getting the barrel to the baseball, going the other way. We talked about Will Smith, epic at-bat. Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, and how about Tommy Edman getting on top of a pitch, rocket in the gap, 2-run double. Love the approach, and really, that's when the Dodgers are at their best. Yes, they had the home run ball, but when they're having great at-bats, line to line, scoring up baseballs, and really causing havoc on the baseball field, fun to see.
Gave the Dodgers an 8-3 lead. They go on to win it by the final of 8-6. Right now, let's head upstairs, check in one final time with Joe Davis and Eric Karros.
Man, what a wild game that was. I don't even really know where to start. So much happened. There were so many guys that start, and the Dodgers come out on top 8-6.
All right, I'll try and clean it up.
Go ahead. It's on you.
I mean, we saw a little bit of probably the most entertaining ball game of the year. We saw the offense. We saw Will Smith, Andy Pajes. We saw Doc get riled up, get thrown out. We saw some bean balls. We saw some great pitching. We saw some huge moments. I'm exhausted after tonight. I really am.
And tomorrow's something to look forward to again. Emmett Sheehan makes his return from Tommy John surgery.
Excited to see Emmett back, and could be a key cog. I mean, he's thrown well. He seems to have come back in a good frame. But again, we're going to probably have a bullpen game, and we're going to have all hands on deck, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
As long as Yamamoto can go 9 on Thursday, it'll be fine, right? Dodgers have won their 4th consecutive game, first time in a month and a half. They can say that.
The Carl's Jr. moment of the game, Jerry, hit is Will Smith in that 6th inning. His 7th home run of the year on a 12-pitch at-bat.
Will Smith, professional hitter, and this is why he's America's catcher. Needs to go back to the All-Star game as the starter. Inside the baseball, outstanding job, getting the barrel to the baseball and having that backspin.
Part of a 5-run 6th inning. What an at-bat. That has to be an incredible feeling. Nomar, 12 pitches in, and you go deep to give your team the lead.
Yeah, it was a really impressive, and especially when you have a guy who not only has a good fastball, but he has a good split finger. We're going to go to the K zone and kind of look at pitch by pitch here against Will Smith. All right, here's early in the count. He gets a fastball up in the zone, right? He's probably looking up there. He's like, okay, I know he's going to challenge me. Now he's got a 1-1 count. Now he's going to that one. You're going, man, he gave me one in the middle of the plate, foul it off. Now you just have to battle. I mean, you're getting in the upper 90s. You're going over there. You're just fighting it off. You take one. You keep fighting off the fastball. You're still climbing the ladder. Now he's coming in on you. You're still hanging in there. And now, okay, there's the split finger. You get one. You foul that off. Now he's coming back at you with 100. You're just staying on it. Now when you get a cross up there and you're like, okay, now I got a full count. This ball's off the plate. Off the plate. Inside. A lot of times, hitters, you swing at that and you make contact, you foul that off your shin. He barrels it up, drives it out to left center. Just a great swing, great at bat all around.
In order for him to be able to hit that ball, he's got to stay square.
Yeah.
Stay square and use his hands. Outstanding job getting the barrel to the baseball. Epic at bat.
One of the more
Andy, big night for you tonight. 4 hits, 2 home runs. Can you describe just the zone that you're in right now?
Buenas noches para ti, 4 hits, 2 jonrones. ¿Puedes describir cómo estás bateando o cómo te sientes en el plato ahorita?
Sí, he confiado en el trabajo que vengo haciendo, trabajando en mi rutina todos los días, estudiando los pitches, tratando de buscar los buenos pitches en la zona y tratar de conectarlo bien.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of confidence in the work I'm putting in, have a lot of confidence in my plan, what I'm doing at the plate to prepare for the games and finding pitches in my zone and hitting them as well as I can.
How emotional of a game was it tonight?
¿Tú piensas que las emociones del juego o cómo te sentiste en las emociones de este juego?
No, simplemente, obviamente quiero ganar la serie y eso es un empuje para mí y yo creo que sí, ese poquito de adrenalina siempre está ahí y yo creo que el día de hoy estuvo ahí conmigo.
Yeah, we want to win. We want to win the series. We want to play hard. I think that adrenaline's always with me, but it's obviously a little bit more heightened right now.
What do you think about Tatis being hit and then them hitting Ohtani? Do you feel like it spilled over from last night, or do you feel like they hit Ohtani on purpose?
¿Qué piensas sobre que le pegaron a Ohtani, le pegaron a Tatis? ¿Tú piensas que era algo que salió de la noche pasada o tú piensas que le pegaron a Tatis o a Ohtani
Yo creo que ninguno de los dos fue a propósito y tampoco me imagino que haya sido por lo de anoche porque ya eso para mí quedó atrás. Espero que para ellos también y sí, conmigo yo no tengo rencor, simplemente dejo eso ahí y ya.
Yeah, I don't think anything was on purpose. Obviously last night was last night. I think guys missed pitches and I don't think anything carried over or spilled over from last night at all.
How much would making the All-Star team mean to you?
¿Qué significa para ti si tú puedes llegar al Juego de las Estrellas?
Obviamente un gran logro, ya que un All-Star Game es algo bueno para todos los jugadores que quieren estar, pero como digo siempre, si me toca ir, pues voy, y si no me toca, pues no me toca.
Yeah, it'd be amazing. It'd be a great feat for myself, but obviously, like I said yesterday, if it's out of my hands, if I get there, it'd be awesome. If I don't, it's nothing that I can control.
Well, we heard Andy Pages right out of the gate there, Jerry, saying he has a lot of confidence right now at the plate. And as you know, a confident hitter is a dangerous hitter, and he is dangerous right now when he steps into that batter's box.
Well, I'll tell you what, John, growing up in the early 80s, my favorite show on PBS was Picture Pages. Well, now as an adult, Andy Pages has been now my favorite. We're going to go to Access 360 and break down not one, but 2 show homers from the red-hot Andy Pages. Gets a sweeper. Okay, great job of taking that sweeper here. He's going to get a pitch down in the zone. A cutter, rocket off his bat. I love head down on contact. That ball got out in a hurry. Love the attitude, love the swing. See him right there, head down on contact. The barrel right to the baseball. Great barrel release, finishing his swing. And on a line, I'm going to say exit velo about 120 miles an hour. It says 110. Launch angle, I'm going to say 3 degrees. That's how low it was. Second home run. Gets a breaking ball, misses it. It was hanging. He said, okay, it's all right. I'm going to be ready for the next one. They try to tie him up with a cutter, inner half. Can't go there, especially the way he's swinging the bat. His second home run of the night. I love his bat path. Another swing right there, looking at it from the ump cam. Exit velo over 101 miles an hour. The launch angle about 30 degrees. The hat was in play. Remember, the Dodger hats also can be used to catch home run balls. Well done. We're talking about Andy Pages. Being focused. Did not allow last night to kind of affect him in a negative way. In fact, I think it affected him in a positive way, playing with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and they definitely need it. He has been swinging great. He's been playing great. I love that fight that he has. Yes. I love a little anger, that little edge that he has. It was good to see. Hopefully it continues.
It was picture pages, but I pronounced it picture pages.
We know what you did. But
What's up, Dodgers Nation? You know how this team never sleeps when it comes to staying competitive. And after the Giants pulled off that wild blockbuster for Rafael Devers, you just knew the Dodgers would have to clap back in a big way. But what if I told you the Dodgers could respond with a move so big, so bold, it might just shake the NL to its core? We're talking about potentially trading for Nolan Arenado. Yup, that Nolan Arenado. Let's get into the heart of this rumor, break it down like true fans do, and talk about what this means for our boys in blue. Why are we even talking about this? So here's the deal. The Giants shocked everyone when they grabbed Rafael Devers. He's a legit slugger, and with him in San Francisco, they just leveled up in the NL West. That move hurt. And now all eyes are on Andrew Friedman and the Dodgers front office to respond. According to Newsweek's Andrew Wright, the Dodgers could swing the ultimate counterpunch, trading for Cardinals third baseman Nolan Arenado. Quoting Wright, "This would be the ultimate anything you can do, we can do better move." And let's be honest, that's exactly what Dodgers fans and the clubhouse need right now.
The Arenado angle. Let's talk facts. Nolan Arenado is not having a typical Nolan year. He's slashing .243 with 8 home runs. But hold up. That's still more pop than Max Muncy is offering right now. And Arenado brings elite defense and leadership to the hot corner. Something the Dodgers have lacked since Justin Turner left.
And this isn't just fantasy baseball, folks. Arenado has said before he'd waive his no-trade clause for LA. That door is open. It's just been a question of fit and money. Well, guess what? The Dodgers have both. The contract plus fit. Yes, Arenado is on a mega deal, $260 million total. But here's the thing. The Dodgers have the payroll flexibility and the will to spend for a serious playoff push. And with guys like Muncy able to shift to second or even DH in certain lineups, the fit works. Let's not forget the injuries we've been dealing with. Teoscar Hernandez, Tommy Edman. It's been a rotating door. Arenado would bring stability to this infield and legit presence in the lineup. Why this makes sense from a baseball IQ standpoint. Let's talk advanced metrics. Nolan's outs above average is consistently top tier at third. He's got a career OPS plus of 121. And despite the slump, his hard hit rate is still above league average in 2025. He's not washed. He's underperforming in a struggling Cardinals lineup. You put this guy in a Dodgers uniform, in a pennant race, with Ohtani, Freeman, and Betts around him. You're going to see Arenado return to form fast. A blockbuster that changes the NL West? Let's not sugarcoat it. This could be the move that swings the NL West back in our favor. If the Giants are going all in, the Dodgers need to as well. And Nolan Arenado is the kind of guy who wins playoff games with defense, clutch hitting, and that veteran edge. Dodgers Nation, I want to hear from you. Would you be on board with trading for Arenado? What prospects would you be willing to give up? Or would you rather wait for a bigger move, say Juan Soto? Sound off in the comments. We read them all, and this community is always fire with the takes. What's next? With the deadline heating up and the Cardinals reportedly willing to shake things up after a disappointing first half, it's not out of the question that they look to move a high-salary star. Arenado might just be their biggest trade chip. And if the Dodgers want to keep pace with San Fran and make another World Series run, this might be the time to pull the trigger. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and tap that bell so you don't miss a single rumor, trade alert, or breakdown from us here at Latest Los Angeles Dodgers News. We're riding every inning with you, Dodgers fans. Until next time, let's go Blue.